Before Flea was a Fender artist, he had a signature bass with a much smaller US-based builder. It's no secret that I'm a massive Red Hot Chili Peppers fan, and this bass was used in what I consider to be the peak era for Red Hot Chili Peppers. That's Californication through to Stadium Arcadium. We are, of course, talking about the Modulus Flea Bass, and I've got one here. Check it out! So I'm a bass player, that's for sure. I'm a guitar player that kind of muddles his way through playing bass. But this specific bass has significance to me more than just its association to Flea and the Red Hot Chili Peppers. This bass belongs to my brother Andy, who bought it way back in 2003 for the whopping total of 1,500 quid. Like me, Andy is a massive Red Hot Chili Peppers fan, and that undoubtedly influenced his purchase of this bass. But this thing has been used for a lot more than funk. Now, Flea may be mostly known for his funk playing in the Red Hot Chili Peppers, but he's also known to be pretty heavily influenced by punk. And this bass was used in a couple of different punk bands back in the day. For starters, my brother used this bass in his brief tenure in legendary Basingstoke-based pop punk band The Misnomer, as well as going on to using it in my band Kill Winter, and I'll stick a couple of pictures of it in use in those bands up now. Hey guys, cutting in here, still with the Flea bass in hand, just to say that if you are enjoying the video and you like the content on the channel, do consider sticking a like on it and subscribing. Really helps the channel out. Appreciate it. Cheers. Now, we would later bring in a different bass player in that band, but Andy was always really kind with his gear and let us use this bass for several different live performances, as well as recording our EP. And I'll put a picture of Luke from the band using this bass for that recording up now, and you'll also be able to hear a little clip of this bass recorded in that EP. So I'll sprinkle some playing throughout the video, but like I said at the beginning, I'm no bass player, so please be kind. The specs on this bass are pretty straightforward. It's an active bass with a humbucking pickup mounted fairly close to the bridge. It's a 34-inch scale bolt-on 22 fret neck, and it's finished in this amazing sparkle blue finish. Look at that. The real standout feature though on this guitar is the neck. It's carbon fibre, try and show that, with what feels like some sort of rich-like material for the fretboard. But yeah, this neck is pretty amazing. The carbon fibre neck means this thing is rock solid when it comes to stability. This was stored in my parents' loft for several years, a fate which would leave our tree-based necked guitars and basses resembling a banana. But this thing hasn't moved. It It's in remarkably good condition considering its age. Remember, this is over 20 years old. We've just got a little bit of yellowing on the pick guard, some mild kind of lacquer separation on the neck, and a bit of a chunk out the back of it, which Andy still curses Guildford ACM for not allowing hard cases on site. Barring those couple of things, it's really in excellent condition, which is frankly surprising considering the abuse it had. The original Flea signature version of this bass, which this is an example of, went out of production at some point. It's really kind of hard to find any details. The company also seemed to struggle with some financial issues at some point, but it is back in production, albeit without the Flea association, under the Funk Unlimited moniker. That production is extremely limited. I think I read that Modulus are making something like 4 basses a year or something like that. Correct me if I'm wrong there, but I'm sure that's what their website said. And one of these will set you back $4,500 now. That's mental. Used examples of the Modulus Flea Bass, at least this officially sanctioned signature version of the guitar, seem to be pretty hard to come by and still fetch a pretty penny, sitting at around £2,000 median for an excellent condition one. Andy, however, insists that he's keeping this guitar, and I really can't blame him. It is awesome. I can only hope that at some point in the future I can entice him with a high enough offer to convince him to actually sell it to me. I don't see it happening though. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed taking a look at this awesome bass with me. Like I said, I'm not a bass player and I don't usually feature bass related stuff on the channel, but this is just too good to not show off. What is your favourite artist signature bass? Are you into this one? Do you like the current Flea signature series? Or are you into something completely different? Let me know in the comments. Well, thanks again for watching and making it all the way to the end of the video. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you did enjoy it, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.